Hello everyone, we're on the camera again. Let's hope I can get this to work. Every time I use it, I seem to get a little better with it. I'm here to do your What's Cracking reading. Um, I'm just going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot today, giving them a bit of a warm up before we start. So first off, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my other channel, the Aussie Goddess, Astro Travel, I do that every time. It's becoming a tongue twister. The Aussie Goddess Astro Tarot. I have a link to that site below. So if you want to join me there for star sign readings, I try to do one a day. Sometimes I get extra, sometimes I get less, but they're all up there. I think that's all I need to say. There are no more fairs or things like that till Christmas. I'm still trying to get some time that I can get on board and do some lives. So I haven't forgotten you there. When things quieten down a bit, I'll get in there and try to get some lives done. I can't do them on my channel anymore because they've shut down my membership on that channel I was using, where I'll do the What's Crackings on this channel. So I have to think about what I want to do that going forward. All right, let's get into this reading. Six of Swords coming straight through. So the Six of Swords is a card that talks about leaving something behind. Now, very often for me, this doesn't sort of mean like the Eight of Cups where you might go back. This for me is endings, moving into a brand new time. But what I do love about the card is this card shows this person taking these two people with them, but I don't always feel that these are people. To me, they're energies. So, you know, this person may have done a lot of work on their inner child and their inner self, and they're taking all the lessons forward with them. They're not leaving anything behind. So with the Eight of Cups, we see the Eight of Cups there, but we know that that person may be going to get more cups and come back. This one here is no, I'm done, I'm finished, I've learned my lesson, I'm moving on. So you could be moving on from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody here who may have been quite cold towards you. Maybe a person who hasn't expressed themselves. Maybe you've just known this person and they're not inputting into the relationship with you. The King of Cups does love. The love he has is very, I almost want to say tapered and kept to himself. He's not very good at sharing like the Queen of Cups is. So we're talking about someone who more than likely has feelings for you, but may be emotionally quite cold. All right, could have met this person through work. Okay, now I feel like, look, we've got the Five of Swords here. I feel like here that you may have put a lot of energy into this person. You may have, I feel like it's more than likely romantic. If it's not romantic, you've put a lot of energy into this person, and I don't feel that they've been reciprocating. So I feel like, especially now the Five of Swords has come up, that you're making some sort of decision here to walk away. Now the King of Pentacles is here as well. Look at that. I wonder if some of you are walking away from a long-term commitment here, maybe even a marriage. A lot of energy here. Taurus, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So a lot of earth energy, and also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Feel like for some of you this may be a long-term commitment, it may be a marriage, but I also feel with that King of Cups it could be a father figure or somebody, a brother, somebody that you've had a very close relationship with, but perhaps you're feeling that you're putting in all the energy and they're not reciprocating. All right, let's have a look where we're going. Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is a victory card. It shows me that you are winning at something. You are being very valiant in your endeavors. I love that. There's almost this feeling that perhaps you've been thinking about that for a while. Maybe you've been thinking about leaving something behind for a while, but you haven't been able to do that. Is it possible that you work with this person, or that they're a manager and you work in a government or a defense force field? But somehow or another, you're moving away from somebody because you're believing that investing your time and energy is not really healthy. Okay, so we're definitely talking about reciprocation, dissatisfaction, and we have the Queen of Cups. So because I have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups sort of sitting here, I feel like this may be somebody that you had a really close connection with. And I feel like you are in love with this person, or you do love this person greatly, but it really feels to me like you're not getting out of this situation what you're putting in. So there is a really strong feeling here that you are investing in something that is not satisfying you here. Has something changed, or is something going to change by doing this, is what I want to ask. Because I feel like you're moving away, but then I see this victory card and I think, are you happy and content because you're moving away, or is this going to turn things around for you and bring about a brand new situation? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ace of Wands. So there's a new beginning here. Let me just put a couple more cards down. Eight of Cups after just talking about it. And the Magician. Okay. Yep, I guess that's what it's all about here. I feel like by you standing up for yourself, walking away and saying, I'm not dealing with this anymore, I'm done, and meaning I'm done rather than just saying you're done, I feel like you may turn this person around. You know, sometimes it's not really good to sort of keep saying you're going, like that cry wolf thing. You know, I'm going because you're not doing this, or I'm going because I'm unhappy with that. Sometimes we can do that and not have an outcome. Oh my goodness, it reminds me of Kramer versus Kramer. If any of you have seen that movie where he says to the kid, you're not having ice cream. The kid says, yes, I am, and gets the ice cream out of the fridge. And he stands there and he says, you're not to eat the ice cream. This isn't exactly right. And the kid takes the lid off and he says, do not eat the ice cream. And the kid hammers in, and I'm standing there thinking, oh my goodness, not good parenting. You know, when you do something, if you say something, you need to back it up. And I feel like here you are backing something up, and I feel like somehow or another you're getting a brand new beginning here. So something that hasn't been investing in you, something that you've been investing in that isn't giving back, will turn around with that Magician here. It's almost like you have to seriously walk away. So this isn't talking about it and staying. It isn't threatening. This is, no, I'm going, packing up and moving. And if this is if I'm speaking to you, I feel this will change the way that your person sees you. I feel like somehow or another you've had enough. Let's just keep going. Yeah, look at this. Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. Definitely a closing up, some sort of cycle. Three of Swords. No matter what happens here, this is not easy. Whatever you're walking away from here, whatever you're leaving behind, it is not an easy thing. So I want to put some more cards on it. So let's have a look. I have you moving away from something here. Possibly it could be a father figure, a partner, somebody who possibly does love you but maybe doesn't show you how they feel. I feel like you could have met someone through your work, but for me this is more likely that you've tried really hard to work on the relationship, but now you're realizing it's time to walk away. I do feel this person is either married to you, or it could be that you're in a relationship where your person is married to someone else, but there are unspoken feelings here. We do have a commitment, and I'm wondering for some of you it may be about being able to say to someone, you're not committed to me and I'm not going to stick around if you're not going to commit. That's possible too. So I've ended up with this Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands here. All right, clarified by the Lovers, the Strength card, yeah. And the Star. Okay, all major arcana. Whoever you're making this decision with here, I feel it's not because they don't love you. It's because you have somehow or another, because you have like a strong spiritual connection here. So there's always this feeling with the Lovers and the Star card that you have a destiny together. But there is something here that you're not seeing in this particular situation. But it could also be that your person isn't seeing it either. Sometimes we can walk away from things and we can do things without actually having a good reflection on ourselves. And I want to say to you here, this is a really strong time here because you're learning a lesson here as well. Now, if you're walking away from this person purely because they are not responding in a way you want them to respond, then there is something here you need to heal within yourself as well. Because sometimes we can revert to safety measures when we're uncomfortable or unhappy that may well not be healthy for the relationship. So, for example, you know, sometimes when people argue, one person closes down and won't talk, or somebody sticks their head in the sand and just wants things to go away. And I feel like, you know, that person that's sticking their head in the sand needs to learn how to talk about their feelings. So if you're in a situation with somebody where they are constantly hiding away from their own feelings with that King of Cups, then more than likely both of you have some sort of lesson to learn here. If your person isn't talking, you can't make them talk. But what you can do is maybe find some way to get them to talk, but without forcing. So here, it's sort of like you have a lot more, I almost want to say you have a lot more strength in this relationship than you realize. And maybe somehow or another, there's something that you need to learn about yourself in order for your person to realize that they want to change for the relationship. I guess that's the way I'm trying to sort of feel it out. All right, just because I do feel that you have the strength within this relationship to get things to change, but maybe the way you're approaching it is not, it's not encouraging your person to change. So somehow or another, there seems to be a walking away from something in order to heal it, I want to say. All right, what else we got? 9 of Pentacles with the Fool card and the 6 of Cups. Right. Very, very potent energies coming through here. So there seems to be something from your past that you're healing here as well. And maybe by being on your own, you may be able to work with your person better by not being with them. Because there does seem to be this energy of a brand new beginning, but I feel like this is together. All right, so for some of you, you may be dealing with someone who's married, and you may be very much in love with yourself, with your person, soulmate, I was going to say then, but they don't want to leave their relationship, right? So it may be that in order to get them to leave, you'll keep saying you're walking away from it, but you're not. And this to me says to me that there is something within you that you need to heal. So you need to walk away from this and work on you. Because for some reason, you're not seeing it that way. You're not seeing that you have the power here. And you also have the Magician. So it's like you're not seeing you have the power to make changes within this relationship. Maybe because you're seeing it as the other person's issue and not realizing 14:14 on the clock. You're not realizing that maybe you have what it takes to seal the deal here. But maybe you're just not seeing it that way. I want to say to you, a lot of yellow in these cards. Trust your intuition. Because maybe somehow or another you know that the answer to this, but you're not taking the approach that you need. There's an insecurity, I think, there in feeling perhaps that you can put the pressure on something. But anyway, let's pull you a Wisdom of the Oracle card. And let's see what's going on. And it could be that you've already walked away from this person, but you're so busy seeing them walking away from you rather than what can you do to change something to bring that person in. Okay, so I have truth be told, which is card 14, and I had 1414 on the clock just then, so that's really interesting. I love the synchronicities. I did a reading for somebody the other day and it was so absolutely full of synchronicity. Truth be told. This is about honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. I tell you what it reminds me of. I remember thinking, why do I keep meeting emotionally unavailable people? And I remember thinking that one day I went, okay, why do I meet these people? What is it about me that attracts these people to me? Or why do these people pick me? And you know, there's a lot of truth there that you just don't see until you start looking. But it made me realize that perhaps I was being a little bit emotionally unavailable. All right. I'm going to read the relationship message here because I feel that this is more to the point. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experiences up until now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. I'm going to leave you with that. Thanks.